Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel, and the topic for today's video is seismic waves from the chapter structure of the earth. And in the previous video we have discussed the earth's structure, that is the crust, mantle and core. And if you haven't seen the video, the link is given in the description. You can go through the video. And as I said, the topic for today is seismic waves, and we are going to learn that how seismic waves help us to identify the different layers of the earth. So without much delay, let us start the video. First, we should know what is seismic waves. So the waves of energy which are formed during the earthquake or the volcanic eruptions or landslides are known as seismic waves. So here in this video you can see a series of waves are formed when a droplet hits the still water. Same thing happens when an earthquake occurs. A series of waves are formed during the earthquake. So travel in the different layers of the earth. Now during an earthquake, when an earthquake occurs, the point from where the seismic waves originates is known as focus, and right above the focus on the earth's surface where the first seismic wave hits is known as epicenter. Now earthquakes produce three different types of seismic waves: primary, secondary and surface waves. Each of those waves moves differently in the different materials. The waves can also bend as they pass from one layer into another. Now scientists learn about the Earth's layer by studying the path and the speed of those seismic waves traveling through the Earth. So here we are also going to learn the same things. First, we should know the properties of the waves. Primary waves are the fastest waves. It travels almost 5 km per second speed, and the P waves can travel through any medium, solid, liquid and gas. But as they pass through the material, the particles of the material are slightly pushed together and they pull apart. So here is the video representing the movement of the P waves. It moves like the sound wave and pushing and pulling apart the materials passing through it. Now another is the secondary waves. Secondary waves, P waves are followed by the secondary waves, and it is slower than the P waves, and the S waves can move through only solid. It cannot pass through any liquid medium. So the S waves, here is the video, the movement of the S waves. It's moved perpendicular to the direction of the earthquake waves and in an up and down manner. Now the next one is the surface wave, which is the which creates the largest ground movement and most destructive one, but it is found restricted only in the earth surface, and does not found in the interior part of the earth. But whereas the movement of the surface waves, here you can see it moves in a side manner, horizontally, and also it moves in a rolling manner also, which cause a widespread damage on the earth's surface. So for the better understanding of the seismic waves, I recommend you to see the video by Dr. Keith Miller. A link is provided in the description. Now let us learn about the interior part of the earth. So here the P waves, the blue line, when it originates in the focus and travels to the interior part of the earth, and when it reaches the outer core, the waves are getting refracted into some other direction. Now this happens only when there is a change of medium. So here in the diagram also you can see the P waves are completely getting refracted into some other direction. Now this is possible only when there is a change of state, so which proves that the outer core is present in a liquid form. And another waves is the S waves. So here you can see the S waves are completely absorbed when it reaches the outer core. They cannot pass through the outer core. So this is possible only when there is a liquid state inside the earth surface. So the outer core clearly is present in a liquid form because the S waves are not able to travel through it. As I have mentioned earlier, the speed also varies with the change of state. Now up to the depth of 1000-meter crust, it is in solid form. So the P waves the speed is increasing and it will reach up to 12 km per second. Now in the mantle, in the semi-solid state up to the depth of 3000, there is slight increase in the speed. But again, when it reaches the outer core, which is in liquid form, the speed has been reduced to 8 km per second. And again the speed has slightly increased in the inner core because the inner core is present in a solid form. So the speed has also again increased in the inner core. But observe the S waves. In the crust, the speed is higher, but in the mantle the speed has decreased and it has completely disappeared in the outer core. Now when the P waves are refracted from the outer core, the liquid outer core, from an angle of 104 degree to 140 degree, earthquake is not felt. Now this particular zone is known as earthquake shadow zone. So with this we come to the end of the video. Thank you for watching, and if you like the video, then please press the like button and share the video as well as subscribe my channel. Thank you.